buckle your seatbelt. Buckle your seatbelt. I'm buckling it, click, click. I just buckled mine too because I'm not just talking to you today. I'm talking to myself too. We got to get this out. We got to get it in the open. I'm tired of beating around the bush. Today we talk about the whole thing, real talk. If Cris Cyborg looked, and that's I said it, looked like Valentina Shevchenko, would you like her more? Would I like her more? Would the world at large like her more? Today, it all goes down. Emazing Eric, let's go, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric, and I'm back here live with another one on the Emazing Eric Sports Show. Forget all the intros. I don't even really want to get into the sports and laughs thing today because this is a serious subject. This is something, now, we're going to get our grown folk on today, y'all. We are going to get our grown folk talk on today. Not folk, within that folk. We're getting our grown folk on today, and we're going to pull up pictures. We're going to put all the pictures up here. And these pictures that we pull up, you need to know this early. Nobody broke into anybody's phone. These are all pictures that are out for public consumption. I am not trying to present these ladies in any way. This is the way they presented themselves on these pictures. We're going to be grown, and we're going to put it all up, and we're going to talk about it today. Now, this is a serious thing. I have a new channel, a relatively, pretty much a brand new channel here. And I started to notice every time I would talk about Cris Cyborg, the kind of response I would start getting. And so much of it was about her looks. Even with Amanda Nunes, so much of it was about their looks. And they look like this and they look like this. And I started to ask myself, the way Cris Cyborg, let's talk about Cyborg now. The way she fights, she knocks people out. She's an exciting fighter in the ring. If she looked like this, and see, again, I didn't steal these pictures out there in the Google search. This is Valentina Shevchenko. If Cris Cyborg could do this, and then make you leave all the comments that we see under these pictures. Oh, look at that, man. I would do this and I would do that. If Cris Cyborg could do that, what would she really be viewed like? And not just pictures like that. Here are other pictures. Bring up some more pictures. Okay, here's Miesha Tate. Now see what you're feeling right now. See how your nasty mind is working right now? What if Cris Cyborg can make you feel that? Would you like her more then? And Miesha Tate is one of my favorite fighters. She was a great fighter. She's retired now. But Miesha the Cupcake Tate would get it in and get it popping. So this is no disrespect to Miesha. But if you could feel, when you looked at this picture and you had these 30 thoughts that you have, if you felt like that when you looked at Cyborg, would you like her more? And the question becomes with this, are we as a society, because it's not just men. When I say we, I'm talking about ladies too. The first thing is, I've noticed in my brief time here in YouTube, there are so many knowledgeable female sports heads out here that can break down sports, not just fighting, not just MMA. They can break down sports. They can tell you all about sports. And there's so many great female fans out there. So I'm talking to you too, female fans. Are we, even you, are we looking at Cris Cyborg a certain way? Would we view her different if she looked like these other ladies we're pulling up right here? If she could make her pictures look like this? Because what you have to understand is Cyborg, I think she felt the pressure in this. Cyborg felt pressure to do this, and then she started to do this. Let's pull Cyborg up. When Cyborg started showing her butt, look at it, cheeks all out. When she started doing that, then she got even worse response from that. People came through. If you want to see some horrible responses, go look at the responses on these pictures right here. I honestly felt like this was pressure. Like she felt like she was almost trying to prove to us that she was a female, that she could be sexy, that you could want to, let's just keep it real, that you could want to sleep with her. I said it, and I'm not taking it back, that you could want to sleep with her. Now let's be clear here, because it is very important to me that respect is shown to all of the ladies in this video as much as possible. So I am not saying that Cyborg wants or needs you to sleep with her. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's what she wants. I'm saying she felt the need to prove that you would want to, or to try to prove that she's a lady and she's feminine enough that you would actually want to do it. Not that she would want you to do it, but that you would want to do it. Because that's what happens a lot of times. Even the fighters that don't overly sexualize themselves. Let's take a fighter like Holm. She's not even really like this. She doesn't do that kind of stuff. And let me say this. I don't take anything away. Any of these ladies that want to show sexy pictures and do stuff, do what you want to do. I am not mad at anybody. I'm not here to judge anybody for their pictures. We're just keeping it real. A woman is grown. If a woman is grown and sexy and she wants to show it to the world, that's her choice to do it. I am not one of these men that tell women, you should do this. You should put on some clothes. I'm not that person that's doing that. They can do whatever they want to. They're adults. But even a woman like Holm, who doesn't really choose to do all the underwear pictures and some of the other pictures we've seen here, when she puts up a picture like this, see this picture? See, and then look at the comments under, when you go look at the comments under these pictures. Ooh, look at that butt. Ooh, man, look at that hot A. Look at that hot A. I do this, and oh, I do this, and oh, I do this. Now, you ain't gonna do nothing. 40 seconds of her life would be spent with you, and then you'd be over there needing an IV and some water. So that stuff gets on my nerves in the comments there. I tear up, I do this. But it seems to me that we like, as a society, the fighters that look a certain way. And if men can look at them and want to sleep with them, or ladies, if that's what you're into, if you can look at them and you want to sleep, if they have that, then they're pushed more. They're liked more. People like them more. You see all this love for Valentina Shevchenko, who is a great fighter. Holly Holmes is a great fighter. I have some pictures of Kat Zingano on here. Great fighter. I'm not saying these women don't deserve what they're getting in the ring. So I'm not mad. Let me be clear. I'm not mad at Valentina. I'm not mad at Kat. I'm not mad at Holly. I'm not mad at anybody. Here's Paige Van Zandt. Now let's really be real. I'm not mad at her either at all. But let's really be real. Is there a look we're going for? Let's just keep it real, y'all. I'm tired of being fake with this and beating around the bush. Is there just a look that they want? And when I say a look, I'm not just speaking of blonde hair and blue eyes. Now that look does seem to work. But I'm not just saying that. Some of the other looks, is it just a look of sex appeal that they're looking for in the female fighter? Ask yourself this as you look at these pictures of Paige. If Cris Cyborg looked just like this, these three pictures you see, if Cris Cyborg looked like this, or if Paige could fight just like Cris Cyborg, what would happen? I'll tell you what would happen. I think she'd be bigger right now than Ronda Rousey ever was. I really think she would. And Ronda Rousey is another perfect example of this. When Ronda could do this, look, here's Ronda. We got a booty all out. Cheek for cheek, cheek for cheek, cheek. Cheeks all over this plate. And then when they put their booty all out, people love it. Ronda's awesome. Ronda's awesome. Ronda's a killer. Yeah! So we love it in certain fighters, and then we despise it in certain fighters. But what I'm asking, if Marion Reneau was wanting to show some more, she's a beautiful woman, but if she wanted to present herself in a different way, showing a little more suggestive and stuff, would she be as nerve-wracking? Because when you bring up Marion now, people just seem so frustrated. Oh, she's and you can make a good point and say, man, she fought Holly to a really good fight, and why won't Kat fight her? Why won't Juliana fight? Oh no, she's annoying. She's this. Is it because of her look? Is it because you don't like that look? Is it because she doesn't have the look that you want her to have? Even if she's a beautiful woman, she doesn't have the look you want her to have. So are you judging her for that? I'm just asking a question. That's the question on today. Female fighters, do we overly sexualize them? And it's time we just keep it real. And again, I'm not just talking to you. Stop getting mad. Let's just be honest. Because one thing we have to understand, Cris Cyborg cannot change the way she looks. So if you are judging Cris Cyborg solely on the way you think she looks, then is that fair? Is that right? Because just because she doesn't look like a other certain woman, or just because she doesn't look like Valentina, again, I'm going to ask you, let's all be honest. If Cris Cyborg looked just like Valentina, let's pull up some more Valentina. If Cris Cyborg could do this and shake it like a salt shake and have you thinking the stuff that you think when you see these pics, see, you know where your mind going, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of nasties. So if Cris Cyborg could make you think the thoughts that you think when you see these pictures of Valentina, what would you really feel about Cris Cyborg? Would you like her more? I'm gonna be real. I think you would like her more, and I think we as a society would like her more. Because when I say you, I'm talking about a broad spectrum here. But I think she would be liked more. I'm sorry, Dana. Sorry, UFC. I think she would be pushed a lot harder. I just think that would happen. Let's look at like Cris Cyborg's opponent that they were trying to, proposed opponent in Megan Anderson. See, Megan can do this. Look at Megan in all these pictures. Look how Megan looks. See, that feeling. See that feeling you're getting, that feeling. Ooh, Megan. Oh, and I got some comments on my Megan video. Oh, I do this with those long legs. And again, you ain't gonna do nothing. Stop talking. You be wasting Megan's time. Anyway, but would you like Cris Cyborg more if her body looked just like Megan? If her face looked just like Megan? Would you like her more? If the answer is yes, I'm not trying to judge you for that. I'm not trying to put you in hell for that. I'm just saying, let's keep it real. Is the hate for Cyborg or fighters like Cyborg based in something that we think women should do for us? Is that what that's about? Let's ask ourselves. Let's talk about it. I want you to get in the comment section and I want you to tell me about it. I want to know if that's what you really think about Cyborg. Would we like Cris Cyborg more if she looked like Valentina Shevchenko? Also, one more thing we have to ask ourselves, are we putting too much pressure on these ladies? Are we putting pressure on these ladies to maybe make them feel like they need to do this. Make them feel like they have to do this. Make them feel like they have to show their booty cheeks to us. Make them feel like they have to get in their panties and their bras and take pictures so we can like them, so they can get a fight. That's it. Somebody come through, talk to your boy. You guys still love me? I still love you. As I always say, sometimes you're gonna love me, sometimes you're gonna hate me. But at the end of the day, it's all love. It's just sports, baby. Peace.